Do you want some of this? You want some to eat? Are you hungry? Carnivore Wayne, hello, hello. Yeah, sorry I'm late. I was having internet problems. I had to come on my hotspot, so I don't know how good my connection is. I'm probably all lagged out to crap. My darn my internet. Well, I was on a call with Debbie, and she goes, "Barb, you're getting disconnected. You're freezing up." And then I dropped, and my internet's been out for a half hour. So it is what it is. Same old, same old. Yeah, that's it. It's Debbie's fault. Yeah, we can blame it on Debbie. That's not an excuse. Well, you're gonna have to have it because that's the only excuse I got. I got crappy internet. Terry put a short video of you and him today. Really? On his channel? I'm gonna have to go look. I did not know he did that. Wow. I'm gonna have to see if I can't find it. Was it on in YouTube, right? Homestead How Short. Yeah, I'm not. It's not coming up. No, I'm not seeing it, guys. Okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Yeah, nothing comes up. He's talking about you and his limes. Yeah, that I caught. Well, I should say I went into it like 20 minutes. I didn't know he was going live. Usually he goes live at 4 o'clock. So I'm, trying to get things done around the house so I could sit my butt down at 4 o'clock. But he went early. Oh, yeah. I put my daughter took that video. Brandy did, and then she gave it to me, and I put it in the WhatsApp. So somebody copied it from the WhatsApp and sent it to Carrie. Now Carrie's been sending it out, so that's all right. That's what it's there for, right? Terry, I could not be in Rick's kitchen for a second. Something happened in Rick's kitchen. I have not. I know. I think I saw something that looked like rice in a bowl on a thumbnail, but I didn't have time. Ah, was he cooking for him or the ducks? For him. Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'll go look at it later. Yeah, I'm not seeing a short on his channel. But then again, I'm lagging like crazy, so maybe it's just not coming up. But that's all right. Yeah, it's not coming up. No short. No short. Nope, nope, I don't see it. Hi, Grandma and everyone. Hope all are doing well. I will be in the bleachers tonight watching and listening. Okay, Linda. So, hello, Linda. Let's see. I haven't said hello to everybody yet. So, let me back up. I got interested in the whole short, wondered what it was, but yeah. So, hello, Brian and Wayne and Maria, Sandy. I'll turn you live on. I'm glad I went back and looked because I didn't have my live on. Um, hello, Jen. Maria, let's see, Wayne. Thea, hello, Thea. Terry, Brian. Let's see, we got Linda here. Jen. Hello, Sandy. Ivy, hello, hello. Brenda, hello. Uh, he was talking about you on his live stream earlier. He while we were having dinner, and I didn't post that video, I don't think. I'm gonna have Yes, I did. I did post that video. It's the one where we're in the restaurant. He got to talking about Dwight and how much Dwight has done for the community. And he said something before he started talking about Dwight, and I said, he made a phrase, and I said, oh, that sounds like a song. There could be a song in that. And he just laughed, and he goes, but there is a song in, and then he started talking about Dwight. And so I took a piece of paper, and I'm taking notes, and, some of the points that Carrie was making, and then after the live last night, I went ahead and I started to go to bed, and then I got back up and I said, "Screw it, I got to get up." I got thinking about the song. I had to get up, and so that's why there's a song for Dwight. Let's see, who else do we have? Terry, Jeannie's in here, of course. Hello, Jeannie. Diana's in here. Woo. Linda, let's see, am I caught up yet? Nope. Hi, Brian, Terry, Theater, Linda. Um, Jerry's. Is Jerry in here? I didn't see her. Grandma, I'll go try and look and find it. Okay. Hello, Barb and friends in the chat. I saw Dwight's song. I don't recognize him. Um, he's been traveling with Carrie, so Carrie and him must be good friends. Of what I understand, he was a very close friend of Jeff DeProsper, the one that passed away, that's in the Healing Humanity. They were close friends. Dwight is also in the movie as well, talking about Jeff after they talked about um, after he passed away. They said he passed away. Um, so he said a few words about him. That's the Dwight. But he's been helping like behind the scenes for Carrie Mann, and he's been traveling with him for the last, I think he said 3 or 4 shows. And yeah, lost 18 pounds since June 17th. I fasted for 32 hours so far today and counting. Yeah, I'll be starting an egg fast tomorrow, probably with some sardines too at some point. Yeah, so I've already got my eggs cooked today, and I got them in the fridge. I had what did I have? Oh, I had some, what do they call that? It's pork, and you cut it up in cubes. Looks like bacon. My mind is that it looks like bacon before it gets smoked. What do they call that? Well, I had some of that and some steak. Fat belly, there you go. Yeah, pork belly. Yeah, I had like a cup of that on the side of a small steak. Oh, they served us pancetta at the restaurant last night. Oh, they served all kinds of meat. What am I talking about? But that was one of them. It was good. I didn't try a couple of the meats. I didn't try the Parmesan chicken. My daughter said it's a good thing you didn't because it was very dry. She didn't like it. So I said, well, I'm glad I didn't try it. Carnivore Pro. Wait a minute. Is that Jonathan? That is John. I don't recall the Pro before. Did he change his name? Yeah, it's Jonathan. It's like, do we have another carnivore muscle? I love, I like pork belly too. I just don't eat a lot of it, but I do like it. I have one. I buy it when I go to Costco and I cut them up in cubes and put them in baggies, put them in the freeze, put it in baggies like serving size. And then now and again, if I'm having like a small steak, I'll throw a package with it. Hello, booby goats. It's me. Did you change your name or am I just being a forgetful 65-year-old grandma? Because for some reason your name looks different. Yeah, I love pork belly. Barb, is you live on? Yes, it is. I did. I put it on. It's me. I'll see you all later. I'll keep you on my TV. Got to get a new dishwasher. Oh my God, I do too. I do too. I am getting a dishwasher this week as well, maybe even tomorrow. I got a lot to do over the next couple of days, so I don't know. But I am soon gonna get a dishwasher, yes. Mine broke down. It's him, Barb. He's been here with that handle before. Has he? Okay. I guess I'm losing my mind. Hello, Lance. Hello, hello. Hi, Lance. Barb, what yarn do you like to use to make your blankets? I need to order some. Um, I like soft yarn. My go-to is always I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby. I also like Karen yarn from Michaels. Those are the two that I like to make it from. I still have some odds and ends of yarn, like Super Saver. I usually don't use a lot of this. It's Walmart's, and it's also they sell it at other yarn stores. It's one of the oldest. The newer yarns of Red Heart, it's softer. This one's not too bad, but some of them I don't like. Um, so there's that. But yeah, those are my two favorite is Karen Cakes and Hobby Lobby. I'll use some, and I can't think of the name of it. It's also a Michaels yarn. It's their cheaper yarn that's like $3.99 a skein. I'll use that one too. It's soft, but it's very heavy. It's thick. You gotta be careful what four weights you put with it because it's thick. It's on the thick end. Hello, Ann. Welcome, welcome. Y'all are lucky you have a dishwasher. Not really. I don't use it. I honestly can say I don't use it. I wash my dishes by hand, but I have my daughter that comes on Fridays, and she doesn't like washing dishes by hand. She likes the dishwasher. and she likes putting like the drainer and stuff like that in the dishwasher. So I'm getting a dishwasher because my daughter wants it because it broke down, and I want to get it out of my kitchen anyways because I don't know if there's any water stuck in it. I got out as much water of it as I could, so I don't know if there's any left in the drain still, but it doesn't release. I guess the water pump or whatever's out of it. I don't know. Not working right. So I said, that's it. Time to get a new dishwasher. Oh, I had a steak and some pork belly. I got 4 short naps today. I fell asleep with my care assistant in my room. Ah, you must be very comfortable with her in your room. I'm going to make up a pattern here as I'm sitting here for a blanket. I got an idea for a blanket, and so I'm going to sit here and play. I had ground chuck burgers and a pickle. I wish I liked pickles. I just don't. Do I taste good? Did you eat your dinner? You didn't eat your dinner? Here, let me move that. I had a hamburger patty and 4 slices of cheese. I wish I could eat cheese, but I can't. I eat some cheese. I just can't have too much. I'm allergic to milk. Well, that's what I claim to be. I had onion chicken in the crock pot. Well, that sounds interesting. You don't like pickles? No, I don't. I really don't. I don't like pickles. I can't do anything too acidy. Causes sores all over my tongue and down my throat. Anything like lemons, well, vinegar, lemons, anything. I'm allergic to almost all fruit. Let's put it that way. I am not allergic to blueberries. I'm not allergic to. There's another one. I'm not allergic to bananas. And because pickles is made out of yeah, I just and it's been like that all my life. I haven't been able to eat pickles. I have to take them off. Too strong for my mouth. I'm allergic to chocolate too. I cannot eat chocolate. I can eat cucumbers. Cucumbers isn't my problem. It's what the pickles is made out of is my problem. Strawberries aren't too bad for me, but if I eat too many of them, I'll get sores. But I can have like one strawberry or something like that. But for the most part, pineapples I'm allergic to. Apples, lemons, limes I'm allergic to. I can't drink lemonade if it's homemade. And I'm sure there's a lot more. I just can't think of them off the bat. But some of the real bland, the less tardia oranges, I can't eat oranges either. Thank you, Booby. But that's all right. Well, I have been in a pickle. Well, there you are. There you go. You're always in a pickle. You are always in a pickle. Oh, crap. I already did it wrong. I already did it wrong. That is not what I meant to do. You know what? I'm going to let it slide. Let it slide. Oh, can't. I hear gunshot. Do you hear that? As long as the bullets don't come in my house. Yes, I hear it. Yeah, I don't know. That sounded like maybe gunshots. Usually you can almost tell if it's firecrackers. It sounds a little bit different. But then again, it's not like I know the difference between the two. Duck and cover, I know, right? Well, my windows are pretty high, they're not low, so I feel fairly safe that my chair abduct because you can't get up into you'd have to be 10 feet tall to be able to look in through the window from outside. So I always do feel pretty safe. That was gunshots. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. And why would anybody be out there shooting bullets, shooting a gun at this time of night? It's quiet now though. Just pickle. Gee, I wonder if my front door is locked. No good time to hear shots during day or night. Isn't that the truth, right? Have the cops patrol the neighborhood? They do on occasion, but not very often. But it doesn't sound like it came from the street. So I'm not going to worry about it. I used to. No one wants to shoot a 65-year-old lady. Time for this old man to go to bed. See you tomorrow in the chats. All right, see you tomorrow, Lance. Have a good night. Sweet dreams. There was a guy last week. Is that was walking through the neighborhood and firing into houses randomly. Oh my goodness. I don't know how people can live with themselves that do that kind of stuff, though. Seriously. We don't have guns. I did see that as well. But we have the most well armed house in town. That's true. We have a shooting range up on the ridge and hear it all the time. It echoes. Ugh, I'm so glad I don't live near one of those. You can sometimes hear tanks using random using a range closer towards George when it's stormy weather and firing can echo through the clouds. I wonder if it was a PTSD incident, just the way it was he was carrying himself. You know, it's really hard saying with people. No, this isn't going to be very easy to do. Papa Carnivore, good evening, Grandma. Hello, hello. We can sometimes hear tanks using their range close. Ah, that's so scary. We have the sheriff's posse shooting range near us, too. I'm used to hearing the shots. Well, I don't like it. But I don't hear the police sirens or anything, so Hello, Isabel. First day at carnivore has been fairly easy. Well, keep telling yourself that, Jen. I think it's easy. Jen, you just started carnivore today? Yes. She's been with us for a year. She's been she's been in here for a year, and today's the first day that she has been allowed to eat carnivore. Why allowed to eat carnivore? What was preventing you? Terry, I shared Grandma's video to Facebook Messenger. She lives with her mom, Peter, and her mom wouldn't allow her to go carnivore. And she found out her blood sugar was pretty up there, and the doctor said she needed to do something about it. And he gave her permission to start carnivore. So, since it came from a doctor that it's okay for her to do carnivore, mommy has to accept it, right? Hey, Debbie, you're back. What Barb said. Hope you didn't mind me sharing that, Jen. But I thought it would be easier if I just said it so you didn't get overheard. Oh, that's perfectly fine. Okay. Now, what do I want to do? Where should I go? What should I do? I have no idea what I'm doing here. Hello, Peter. Well, yes, another Peter. Another Peter. Our second Peter is in the house. Can't believe tomorrow's Friday again. Sometimes the days are long, but the weeks seem to fly by. Hey, Terry. I was just going to ask that. Sandy read my mind. Aaron's in here? I will message you when I leave. Oh my God. Oh, so you're back. That was quick. Are you still at the theater? Oh, Facebook. I don't know if I'd be that brave and do that. Let's see. Aw, he's so sweet. He is sweet. I'm curious on Aaron. I am so curious, Aaron, how his night went. You can never have too many Peters. That's right. Yeah, I just went over and looked. Pretty cool. I think y'all seen it. I'll share it if I can. I don't know if the problem with sharing it, I don't know if you guys would be able to hear it. So I'm going to share my screen and do the video. I think for many of you guys, you've already seen it. But there's Carrie, and that's me. I don't know if you could hear that, but that was a very delicate hug. I got so many hugs from him. I got so many hugs. We were constantly hugging each other at least 5, 6, 7 times, 5 times, 4 times. I don't know how many times, but throughout the evening. He really made me feel welcome. Adam was right beside him, off to the side, up against the building, and he got a hug right after, too. Yeah, there's a story behind that video. I have seen that video before because it's the video my daughter posted. It's a bit longer. He just made a short from it. And my daughter took it and then she sent it to me. She took it on my phone and then I put it on the WhatsApp. And then somebody, I don't know who, we can only guess, right? Somebody sent it to Carrie. And as you can see, he's posting it, which is fine. I'm all right with that. I find hugs and handshakes a bit annoying because of my stick. Okay, I don't understand how you can eat cold butter. I love the taste of butter. I actually love it so much that I have to be careful because I can overindulge in butter. I eat butter like it's a dessert, or can eat butter, and I used to. It's like a side dish for me, and I have to be careful because I get tons of fat on my body. I don't need to be eating all that fat. Did you fart or something? Because you stink. You stink. Did you fart? Did you go poopy or something? Did you rub poop on me or something? Because you stink. You're stinky. You're a stink pot. But I love you anyway. Yes, I love you anyway. And you got. It was cute. Carrie said, "I got you flowers and you're all, and I got you a blanket." Yeah, but then afterwards, I thanked him, which you don't see, but I did thank him for the flowers and gave him another hug, and he took off and was showing everyone my picture. Ouch! Showing his off his blanket, and I give Adam a hug, and I said, "Oh, thank you so much for the flowers. They're so pretty." And I kept showing them off all night long. So I said, "Look what Carrie got me. Aren't they beautiful? Thank you, Carrie." So I was showing them off all night long. She has a dangler. Oh my God, baby, let me look. Up, up, up. You're not gonna have poop all over me. Come on. I'm serious. Did you? Are you serious? Does she have a dangler? Because she doesn't want to come up. She doesn't want to get out. Exactly, Barb. More butter for more weight loss. Less butter for less. You're still making progress. Yeah. Yeah, I have to control myself because I can overindulge in butter because I love it. But see, that's just it right there. There's so many influencers that tell us, increase your butter, increase your butter. And I did that because I was told by a health coach to increase my butter. I wasn't eating enough butter or I wasn't eating enough fat. So I increased my fat and I started gaining weight. I gained like about 10 pounds and I'm like, what the heck? And so I stopped adding all that butter and I started losing again. You can eat too much fat, guys. I hate to say it, but you won't lose any weight if you're constantly eating fat. But now, having said that, there are people. See, if you're in some situations, yes, on carnivore you can increase your fat, but not if you got tons of fat on you. And one of your things is you want to heal from being obese. You don't want to eat a ton of fat. Now, if you're someone that is fighting cancer and you need to get into deep ketosis, eating some extra fat isn't going to hurt you at all, as far as I'm concerned, especially because I believe fat's healing. If you're someone that is like 69 pounds and you are having a hard time eating enough food to gain weight, that's how you gain weight, is to eat some fat. And for me, yeah, fat is considered dairy, and I have problems with dairy. So it's all kinds of problems that butter can hurt you with. Now, if I don't do dairy, but I'll eat something like I make these little fat tallow bars. It doesn't affect me as much as butter, but I'm not eating as many of those tallow bars that I am eating with butter. So you just got to be careful and test, you know. Barb, I love the whipped unsalted butter from HEB. Did you ever have it? Yes. I used to shop at HEB, but I'm nowhere near an HEB anymore. Well, the carnivore lifestyle is still pretty much a work in progress. That's why people are experimenting. Well, not only that, but everybody's different. Every body type is different. You know, it's like it's see, and here's another thing too. If you're just starting out on carnivore, you shouldn't worry about the fat. Just you're teaching and training your body to be fat adapted so you're not hungry. You want to be sated. Once you get to that point where you're satisfied, you're sated, you don't need to eat all that fat. That's how I see it, because once you get fat adapted, you're fine. But usually people should increase your fat intake at the very beginning. If you've been on the carnivore diet for a year, you're not constantly in the beginning of constantly eating. So many influencers say the first 30 days, just eat. We don't want you counting anything. Just eat. Eat until you're full. And a lot of people think, oh, I can do that for the rest of my life on carnivore. No, the reason why they tell you to eat until you're full and get that fat in you is so that you become fat adapted and get to yourself to a point where you're satisfied and that you're not hungry. There's words for all that, but I don't know what all the words are. I'm not scientific, I'm just grandma. But once those 30 days are done, you don't have to. Yeah, Butter Bob and I, we talked once about, when you start wanting to test ketones and stuff, it should be like 90 days in. So once 90 days in is when you start really trying to pay attention to ketones, ketosis, all that type of stuff. That's because I've tested it on myself, and I know what my body cannot handle that much fat. And besides, if my body needs fat, guess what? I've got over 100 pounds of fat in storage. Now, think of it like I'm a prepper. I'm a prepper. I have closets full of food. I do. I have all the carbs and cans that you can imagine. I got canned beans, canned peas, canned corn. I've got macaroni up the shindig. I got one closet full of macaroni and different pastas, different rices. I got it all because I'm a prepper. I've always been a prepper. Well, my body's also been a prepper too. I've been prepping for starvation. My body has been putting fat in storage for a very long time, so I don't have to keep eating the fat. I mean, I still need to eat fat, don't get me wrong. I still need to eat fat, but just whatever comes on your meat. I eat all the fatty parts of my meat. I don't worry about it. Now, and yes, I still allow myself a pat of butter, but yeah. I'm telling you, I used to eat butter right from the fridge and take myself a couple of spoon bites. You know why? Because influence out there says to do that. And one of them I can tell you that does that is and I'm sorry if I make you guys upset, but I don't watch her because I don't believe it. And that's oh, I can't remember. She's got something like butter and steak gal or something. She's constantly just eating butter, and to me, she's causing more harm than not. And again, she's not talking to everybody. She's talking to a small group of people, like the undereaters. Yeah, steak and butter gal. Yeah. Now I'm not trying to say she's wrong or anything, but when she says eat all this butter, most body types, especially if you're morbidly obese, should not be eating all the butter. That's why I don't listen to her. And there's another influencer as well that says eat all this butter. And I did that. I was listening to her and I found I cannot eat all that butter. So I don't listen to them and that person. So there's two constant creators I do not listen to because I feel like they're giving the wrong message. And that's my opinion from my body type. But then again, I'm sure I do things for me that a lot of other people don't like. Um, Alamo Heights, I've never heard of it. Oh, Brian's leaving. Oh, I hope I didn't upset anybody by talking about the fats. I'm exhausted. It has been a long day, so I'm glad you had a great time, Barb. Have a great night, Barb, and everyone. Okay. Alamo Heights. Yeah, she encourages her followers. Um, I made smoked chicken wings. I made myself a salsa verde and mayonnaise. Delicious. Night, Brian. Good night, Brian. I don't like. Risa says I don't like Bella, steak and butter gal. I don't like her attitude. A lot of people swear by her, and but like I said, that can be a correct message for certain people. But these creators are like talking to all people, to everyone, and not everyone needs to eat that much fat. Not if you already have a ton of fat on you. But once you get down to, you know, maintenance level, you could eat more fat. Why not? You know, if you don't have no more to lose, you can put some more in storage because that's what you're doing. You're saving for a rainy day. Only I'm saving for a flood and a world crisis and starvation. I'm all set to go. Yeah, but I understand as well why they say eat more fat, but that's for beginners. It's not for once you're fat adapted. No, no. Um, Eating too much fat does make you fat. I don't know what that word is you're saying. It's something foreign language, something scientific. Um, there is nothing unique in butter versus animal fats, which makes you more or less fat. Um, Storage. Yes, it's just what you're doing. If you have fat on your body, you're getting ready for winter. You're getting ready for starvation. You know, back in the ancestors of people, they used to go out and hunt. They used to they would go out and hunt. They'd bring in the food, you know, all these animals, and they would eat and they would have a feast like you wouldn't believe and celebrate. They'd have great food for a couple of days, but then they'd have a few days where they fasted. They didn't eat. And during that time that they feasted and then they fasted, they would empty out all their storage. So nobody back in the day was super fat. And then you got some cultures that they knew winter was coming, so they would eat. A lot of animals do too. They'll eat and eat and eat and eat and eat because they know through the winter they're not going to be able to eat. They do it like Jerry. Jerry, 40 days fasting. People used to go through the winters with barely eating anything because during the summer they were able to stockpile and put on their body some fat to get through the winter. But society doesn't do that anymore. The society doesn't do that anymore. Um, what? Now what's going on? If the world comes to that, they can just put a bullet in my head. Come to what? Come to what? What are you talking about, Jeannie? I'm trying to figure out. Um, Peter said something. What did Peter say? Yes, too much fat could cause weight stalls and even gain. Yeah. Well, didn't you have a situation where you were eating something and Papa, you gained some weight too? Ooh, storage. Oh, yeah. Um, what's happening here? What the world needs now is carnivore. I don't know what he would have said. Eating fat doesn't make you fat? Yeah, it does. I already tested it, Papa. It does for me. It makes me fat. And that goes to show that your body type is different. Some people can, but not all people can. It's already been proven, Papa, that a wrong opinion now. It's already been proven. But you have your opinion, and that's fine. But people need to know that not everyone is that way. For you, that's fine. The Georgia Gazette. Hello, everyone. Hope you all are doing well. Jen will be a fun one to watch on Carnivore. You hear me, Jen, again? Mitch's live was great. I just watched. I didn't go live in the panel. Yes, tear again. No worries, Jonathan. I appreciate your experience and input. Oh, I put it down because the topic at hand. Hi, Patricia. Phew, you guys, you put me. How can you say that? I think the chat, there's some parts of the chat that is pretty stressful. How could you sleep through that? I will watch the first hour or so and have to go to work on Saturday. Do you have long hours, Peter? I don't know if this will work, guys. Debbie, I don't think my idea is going to work. I have made a mistake. Ugh, I got to take it all out. One, two. Good thing it's not a panel night, Jen. We probably would have already had to wake you up. You can snooze on the sly when you aren't in Barb's. Yeah, isn't that the truth? We can't catch her if she's not on the live. I'm doing a granny square log cabin sample. I think I'm going to too because this just isn't coming out. It's not coming out right. I want it to, it's just not. Of course, I fell asleep and dropped my phone watching around 11. You are two strikes and Barb on that project. Yeah, so far I'm not. I'm still trying to see if I can do it. It's just not doing it. Let's see how it looks after a couple of rows. I was being hopeful. Anyone see my brother John tonight? I haven't. I feel like I haven't seen John in a few nights. Yeah, I feel like I haven't seen him in a couple of nights. Yeah, I haven't heard, not even an email today. I haven't heard from him at all. I'm going to have to scold him. Yeah, this ain't coming out right at all. What is that, Barb? It looks like a slice of cheese. No, it's supposed to be a blanket, the start of a blanket, but it's not feeling right. Thanks. Talk to him today. They've been getting ready for the show, so he's must be sleeping. Yes, you tell him, Grandma. Yeah, he's supposed to let me know when he's not going to be here. He usually contacts me, and with a short little note like, "Hey, Grandma, this is my 100th day, and this is my numbers." He hasn't been doing that. I'm going to have to get after him. Yeah, I'm not liking this. No, I'm not liking it. I'm not liking it, Debbie. I just don't like it. I'm going to have to think on it. It's just not doing it for me. It looks awful. Did you have a different kind of steak at the dinner last night? They were all on a stick, and they came in. It was all different types of food. Yeah, I couldn't figure it out either. That's why I'm doing a. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that too. I'm gonna just have to do a log cabin because I don't like it. I just don't like it. What are you doing that you don't like? Well, we had this idea of trying a new granny, a new log cabin, and I'm just not happy with the results. I'm just not happy. So I'm doing it a different way. Frog the crap when you can. Yep, that's what I'm doing. I was like, yep, let's get rid of this crap. But in a way, you know what? I'm like so uncertain what colors I want on this blanket now. Now that I'm not doing what I wanted to do. Well, do what makes you happy, Barb. Yep. No, it was just coming out all wavy and wrinkly and saying too many stitches, too many stitches. Frog. Yep, it's been a frog. It's been a frog. I'll go next Wednesday to Texas. My friend is going to teach me. I'm not as talented as Jane. That girl can crochet. Yeah, she can. She just got right into it. Yes, it was great. Uh, uh, the hell. My yarn pile is getting higher. I have to go put them on the shelf. Love the color you are using, Barb. Well, I just discarded the whole thing. I'm like, nope, not doing it. I'm not doing it. It's too late at night to be thinking about it. I'm gonna go watch on the TV, Diana says. Night, everyone. Baby, come here. Come on. I want to look at your butt. I want to look at your butt. And I hope and pray you don't have a hanger. You stinky. You're gonna need a bath. You don't have a hanger unless you lost it in me. I think Terry was teasing us. Barb just showed her tonsils. I was just had to check your ass. That's all. You stink. You smell like butt. You smell like butt. Money probably rubbed his fish on baby. Yes, you stinky. You's a stinky girl. But Mama loves you anyway. But damn, you stink. You really do smell like poop. You do. I love you though. You're such a pretty girl. You just smell like poop. But I still love you. Yes, I do. I still love my baby. I still love you. You can't help but to be smell like shit. I'm stopping myself from flying over to Clean Rick's kitchen. Do I need to go look at that video right now? Because that's been the topic. Oh, thank you, Risa, for the gift. Sent party blowers for 500 joules. Wow, thank you, Risa. I know that smell too good with all my little ones. Yes, yes. You need to get a bath. You're such a poor baby. You need a bath. I know you do your best to clean up, but geez, you do need to watch it later, Barb. Have a great night, Peter. It's funny yet disturbing. Well, typical man in a way. I mean, not no man likes to clean. I don't think they've ever been taught. But you can't expect him to have a clean house. With his kitties, he leaves the cans outside, the canned cat food cans, so they're building up in front of his house. Yes, it's a proper video, not a short. When he let Milton play with the tail and then cooked it. Oh God, baby, you stink. Maybe it's me. Holy shit. No, it's not me. It's definitely you. My husband was watching it. He got pretty dismayed. Oh no. Glad I can't spell baby. I'd be gagging up a storm. I know. It's like every now and again I just get this wave. I'm wondering if she's just not gassy and is farting, and that's what I'm smelling. Because it's not a constant. It's like, do you got a belly ache or something? Is that what's going on? Because you haven't smelled this bad in a long time. Let's check you out. Let's check you out. I'm just looking. Don't go into a panic. I know you don't like your tail touched. Yeah, you can get your butt scraped tomorrow. Yeah, we'll have to use Terry's Star Scratcher Fisher. Star Scratcher, there, blah. Yeah, we'll just scrub your little butthole. Yeah, make it all better. No, I'll wait. I think it might be gas because it's not constant. Like every now and again, it just blows in my face. Are you farting? Do you got a gassy belly? You need help? Do you got to poop? Do you got to poop? Do you got to poop? No, I know. I'm just checking, making sure you got a clean butt. Yeah, it could be gas. My French bulldog can really smell everyone. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking it is. Only because it's not constant. It's like every now and again, it's like, ooh, 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 boo, boo, boo. Yeah, boo, boo, boo. Um, Jen, I was going to say it would only take her 5 minutes. She's a little thing. Uh, 118 plus 40 in tax. What's 118? What is only 118? Well, welcome back. Home Depot. Oh, for your dishwasher. That didn't take you very long. Are they putting it in too? Got a dishwasher for 118 plus 40 more for a 5-year warranty. Am I tasting good? Are you hungry? Hey, look. If you're hungry, you can eat this. Here, here, here. You know I'm not gonna. You know Mama's gonna win. You know Mama's gonna win. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win. You know I'm gonna win. She's like, no, you're not, Mom. No, you're not. Here, take it. Thank you. Well, you gonna go bury it? I bet she goes and buries it. Oh no, she's actually gonna eat it. Oh no, she didn't eat it. You didn't like it? Why don't you like it? You don't like chicken anymore? Oh, I got a dishwasher. Okay. No, my husband here this week, he's putting it in. It was originally 460. How'd you get, what was it on sale? It's a model they're no longer selling. Ah, he went for wood to build onto our kid chicken coop to make a bigger run on the side of it. Our dishwashers constantly beeps and have to open and close and restart the dishwasher. That had have refrigerators and freezers and dishwashers all on sale. Ah, well, I need a refrigerator and a dishwasher. I ought to go check it out. The thing is I have a beautiful, beautiful side by side refrigerator in the garage that doesn't fit in my kitchen. So I really don't need a brand new refrigerator. It's just that the one that we have out in the garage from our other house when we moved doesn't fit in our kitchen. It's too big. Trying to close this page. There, finally. I got about a million windows open. All right, I am going to try to see if I can get get off my hotspot. I'll be right back. Can you see me now? No, my internet's still down. Son of a gun. My daughter asked for a fire hydrant. Baby looked like in coyote mode. Do you want this? I don't know why she won't eat it. We see you. Okay, good. Hey, Glorious Barb. Glorious Barb. You didn't want it? You want to get in here? Oh, well, thank you. I think this is beautiful. I really think this is beautiful. I don't know how it looks on the camera, but in person it's beautiful. What's the topic tomorrow night on the Crotch Show with you and Debbie? Well, we were supposed to show that square that I just made, but I don't like how it's coming out because we're starting a new cal on Saturday. So we wanted to show what we were doing for the new cal for Saturday, but she's doing a regular log cabin, so I guess that's what I'm going to do too. I didn't really want to use these colors. I wanted to do something different. We're doing fall colors. I ordered some yarn, but it hasn't come here yet. And one thing that's awesome is Debbie and we both got yarn from Dr. Nelson. And all we had to do was pay for shipping, so that's what we did. They filled up the box until there was enough for. I'm ripping mine out. It's not laying right, so I have to start over. If this keeps up, I'm just going to say the heck with it and just do a corner to corner and just call it good. Yeah, mine wasn't laying right either. Maybe it's just the day. Maybe we just can't crochet this late at night on something new. Yeah, I said, that's it. I'm putting it up. Deb and Bob ripped it out twice tonight. Yeah, just, I'm done. It's like, okay, I don't want to be frustrated. Sometimes you just got to be in the mood. And I must not be in the mood for something new. Going to find a video Fiber Spider did on this. Be right back. Okay. See, one of the things that Debbie and we try to find things and find crafts that we know well enough so that we can chat and talk at the same time. And you'd be surprised because you don't want a pattern where you have to do a lot of counting. Because I don't want to spend all night while I'm visiting with all of you counting. So we want what we call mindless crocheting. So we're looking for that. And that just was not it. It wasn't coming out right. But Debbie is miraculous when it comes to finding patterns. That's crochet wisdom. Is Sherry still at work? Well, she probably would be for another 20 minutes. So keep an eye in case she goes live. She must be working in a place tonight that she doesn't have, uh, connection to the internet. She's in a dead area because normally she's in here chatting. I can't keep my eyes open. Going to bed. Good night, all. Good night. Good night. Yeah, I stayed up really late last night. After I left off here last night, I stayed up to to write a song. Well, I went to bed, then I got up because I couldn't sleep thinking about the song. I wrote it and I did up a few samples. I wasn't sure if I liked them, and then I got up and finally got her done. Ah, Cindy just sent her log cabin, which I like. Looking good. I'll have to show that tomorrow night. Hello, Patricia. Wonder where Spanky and Thomas are. I'm not sure. Maybe Thomas has got to go to work tomorrow. Maybe he went to bed early. Thomas is getting ready to ride around on his new bike. That should be interesting. I wonder how he got his bike. Rick rides show that he has live in the same area for so long. He knows so many Miami trails. Yeah. Hey, Kelly, I haven't seen you in forever, it feels like. Oh, man, I am going so slow. Oh, man, that was supposed to have gone out like hours ago, and I just realized it didn't go out. Hi, Ebony. How's Ebony doing? Jeannie has a free house till it falls down, most likely. They finally opened up all the roads and sent the evacuated people home this morning. Evacuated people home from this morning's super fires, and so much summer left. Oh, I'm an addiction counselor. Oh wow! I was doing outpatient group tonight. Oh, awesome! Can you cure my cashew addiction? Oh, I love cashews. Oh my God. That one was a hard one to let go, I'll tell you. Because I love cashews. I love peanut butter. Hello, Lisa. Abracadabra. Yeah, I am so slow. I saw a new peanut butter commercial today. I think it was Jeff. The ad says, no sugar. They are jumping on the keto bandwagon. See, here's the thing. It's the they're just not adding sugar. It's like we're not adding sugar. There's no added sugar, but it's still very highly processed. It's a pack of lies. Yeah. They haven't changed anything. It's not like they've taken the sugar. I learned that a long time ago. Yeah, it gets up to 120 here. Oh my goodness. You'll need a parka, but outside you want to be nude instead of freezing my titties off. No parka for me. America requires you to be more open minded, Jeannie. If I get arrested, you're bringing me steak with a file in it. Barb, who else did you get a rush seeing yesterday at the event? Well, there was a girl from the chat, the corner. She was sitting in front of me. I keep forgetting her name. I want to say it was Victoria Ortiz. Um, there was a guy that does videos that was huge, like 600 pounds. He's probably down to about 400 pounds or maybe less, 350 maybe. His name was something Savage. His last name was Savage. Um, he was there. He and I talked, but he sat at my table. I really didn't know anybody, but people knew me. That's the weird part. People knew me, but I didn't know anybody. So I was like, oh gosh. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Can you imagine, about 100 people knowing you, but you didn't know them, but they knew you? It's kind of creepy, isn't it? When you think about it. Yeah, it's just really odd. I'm creepy. Well, Grandma, you're famous. I don't know about being famous. I really am, Maria says. Well, let's put it this way, no one came by and asked me for my autograph. Amy! Hi, Grandma and friends. Hi, Amy. You're another one I feel like I haven't seen for a while. You're always so busy now. I want to autograph. I want your autograph. You're so cute, Maria. Barb, I fell asleep listening to you live with Carrie Mann. Aw, this week has about killed me at work. Aw, that's not good. Next thing we'll know is that you will write a book and everyone will want your autograph. I have been thinking about writing a book, but I would think that was just too weird. Well, I was, but it was just writing a book, but not my story. But it's on my other computer, and my other computer is sitting over here. It broke down, and then we fixed it, but I had already got this one up and going, so I haven't gone back to that one. So that one I'm going to put onto this desk eventually and get it up again. I got a monitor in the closet, so I just got to get a keyboard, I think. I think all I have to do is get a keyboard. And then I'll have two computers in here. I'll have screens all over my room. But yeah, that whole story's on hold because it's on my other computer. People are very much on the book bandwagon, Barb. The book sales add up after time. Not weird at all. I think you should. Barb, if you shared all that shit from this year with AI, the book would write itself. All you have to do is go in and be like your own editor. An audio book so we can hear brown rice. Oh, uh, everyone would surely think I was crazy if I wrote a book and told all my stories in one place. How is everyone doing tonight? I'm doing good. Yes, I would want an audio book too, unless it was a signed paperback from the barbed wire. Ah, I wonder if all that stuff costs money to do. Hmm. Seems like I read things about Amazon will publish books, but I have zero ideas on what it takes to do it. I I know I've written a book actually, um, but I think it's on that computer, and I tried to sell it. I tried to do what I could to sell it on eBay as an ebook, but I think I ended up putting it on. I don't know, but that wasn't my story or anything. Seems like I read things about. I wonder. I ought to try it just to see if I can. I don't know what I would actually put in it though, and how much do I really want to say? Do I just do it all, or you know what I mean? Like, I'll have to think about this one. I am working on a hat on the loom and watching you on my TV. Oh, hello, Papa. Welcome back. Everyone saying hi to Menawa. Hi, Dad. I love got YouTube. The translator for YouTube is working tonight, boy. It's working overtime. I see high rent and high dad all over the place. Jerry is in the house. We are just talking about you. Good evening, everyone. I just got out of prison, otherwise known as my job. How is everybody today? I am driving. I am not typing, just talking. So please pardon the pronunciation. You and that's it. But hello, Jerry. My job felt like a prison this week, too, Jerry. I normally love my job, but it was rough this week. I asked Copilot if it's easy to write a book with its assistance. It said, short answer, yes. Stupidly easy to start, moderately easy to finish. Still needs you to make it good. Okay. Is Minowa here tonight? Yes, she just came in. She said, just read your bio that you said was on Dr. Berry's site. No way I would ask AI to help me write a book. I've seen her, Jerry. I wouldn't mind you know how you write and it corrects and help with sentence structure? Sometimes that's pretty cool. I've written stuff that way. Jerry, did you watch Rick's video? It's hilarious and otherworldly, as we well know. That's Rick's persona. Boy, I'm tired tonight. I stayed up too late yesterday. Whew, it's catching up to me tonight. Very sleepy, but I saw y'all were gathered here tonight. Hope y'all are doing fine. I'm doing good, Wisecracker. Good to see you. Terry and Maria, what are your book titles? Terry and Maria, what are your book titles? Hey Barb, did you sleep well last night or were you still? I was too excited. I was up till about 6 o'clock this morning, right around in there. And then I went to bed and got up about 10:30. I was writing a book one time. It was going to be called What's Wrong with Me? Starting line was going to be my mom married a Mexican, or my dad's parents were first cousins. Oh, wow. My book title will be Down the Naked Hallway. Of course, it would be Down the Naked Hallway. Men No One, did you get to see the scam video I sent you? Call the book Code Brown. Now, if I was to write a book, it would be called something like The Field of Daisies or something, because that was always my safe place. Aaron, hello. Good evening. Starting the 2 hour ride home right now? You're starting the 2 hour ride home? Wow. I can't wait till you tell me how your night went. I've been like patiently waiting. I love the name Field of Daisies. Amazing. Isn't it amazing? Now, did you go to the movie or did you go to both? Both. All right. Awesome. Awesome. I think that I heard you guys late until at least 3:30 in the morning because I woke up at 4:15 this morning and today I'm tired. Barb, could you do a series of Daisy books? Are you serious right now? You want me to look into writing a book? Well, it's not like I don't have enough time. A series. I figured now that no matter what I'm going through and the struggles I went through and the things that have happened to me has made me who I am. Yeah, that's true. But it still is a bummer to have had to go through it at all to begin with. Like Flowers in the Attic, but your series will have daisies in it. Well, of course it would, because that's where I would escape to, was the Field of Daisies. That was my safe place. Whether see, here's the thing. I could get there physically because it was down the street. And then I would also astro myself there. So there is, or was, talking with a woman at dinner sitting next to me, took interest in my story. It was Jeff's wife, and his son was across from me. Carrie was next to him. Got to talk with him a bunch. Oh, okay. Nice. I'm glad you had a good night. It's incredible. He's such a nice guy. I am pretty positive that I read a book by the author named Barbara with the title Field of Daisies, and it was about Alzheimer's. Hmm. No one can have my title. Oh, that's what. Oh, wait a minute. Our Tangled Yarn, she put out a tutorial for. Oh, I gotta make that. Yep, gotta make that. Uh huh. Uh huh. Uh huh. That's what she was doing. I'm pretty positive that I read a book. I thought, Terry, that daisies was a typo and you meant baby. Barb, like your first book, could be from the wallflower to a daisy. Second book. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, that would be really intense. Is there a book out there called Field of Daisies? Yeah, Field of Daisies by Barbara Hadamer, published in 2012. It's a Christian inspirational novel about Andrea and Lane Mulders, whose love story tested the Alzheimer's disease. And also, there's another similar title, Field of Daisies, by Daylight Thompson, a romance novel. And then another, Field of Daisies, Leading to a Victorious Life by Gertrude, a Christian uh, memoir about overcoming adversities through faith. Since I know you talked about wanting a carnivore journey, I actually think Field of Daisies has a beautiful, peaceful feel, but because it's already in use, you might consider variation that's uniquely yours, such as A Field of Daisies. Okay. Walking through the Field of Daisies, the daisy field beyond the field of daisies, where the daisies bloom, one step through the daisies, a long walk through the daisies, a field of daisies, one grandma's journey to healing. Like three novels. Don't mix daisies with brown rice. I buy lots of crazy novels on my Audible app. You would need a chick from Maine as your narrator. Oh, oh, Jesus. Um, yeah, Jeff Disposterous. Yeah, they're from Canada. There's an actually a song that I wrote about him, actually. Yes, he is. When I first saw him and asked if I could give him a hug, he was game. I told him I was told to give him a hug by someone last night. I asked him to guess who. He thought Barb. He had such great things to say about you, Grandma. Aw, he's such a sweetheart. Code Brown. I like your flowers. Yeah. Don't you love my flowers? Yeah, they came from Carrie Mann. Now, he gave me flowers, and there's a reason behind the flowers. I don't know if I even tell you guys what the reasons were, or did you hear what the reasons were? Code Brown will be a chapter. I like your flowers, Barb. I love them. One novel could be called When You Have a Chihuahua in Your Shirt and the Other Short Stories of Grandma. I ought to consider it. I'll consider it. I don't know if they'll be. I don't know what's involved with them being audible though. But um, no, I like your flower. Why is Debbie saying no? All right, what? Let's look up. See if someone asked Debbie a question. Da, da, da. You need to get imaginative with your book name, so it's different. What the story? What's the story on the boutique of flowers? Well, the reason why he gave them to me, and I'm not sure it was caught on any video, was it was just to celebrate that my 1 year carnivore anniversary and for doing this channel and going for 1 full year without taking a day off. He thinks that that was um, uh, something worth celebrating. Like he was congratulating me on something so inspirational. And, he gave me a big speech about it, about all the people's lives I'm touching, because, and he also said, I can't remember the word he used, but it meant something like, you didn't give up. You just continued to do it day after day after day, and nobody does that. Nobody does it day after day after day. Hang out for 4 or 5 hours and just crochet and chat. And I did it for 365 days. Well, now it's longer. So, Barbara, what do you think about Bill? Not on the toilet. Did that move you? Pardon the pun, as in moved me when I saw it. It did, and even now I'm crying. He was talking. Not only just trying to get to the toilet and sit, but when he talked about, um, I can't remember his words because I was crying so much about being in a dark place. And it's I've been like saying all those words all along about being in a dark place and didn't see any hope. There was no future, all of that type of stuff. It's like I understood it because I've been there, so I told Carrie I feel like I'm his twin, because it's exactly how I feel. It's exactly, I know what he's going through. I was not 700 pounds, but I was on my way to 700 pounds. I was still very sickly. I couldn't get up out of my chair. I was in lots of pain. His pain, he has those big, like, growths hanging from his thighs. I had one too. It wasn't from my thighs, but it was in another area just as close to, the weight. So I understood everything he was going through, being morbidly that bad, of being morbidly obese. And we both still have struggles, even after losing all the weight. Like right now, Bill is, I think he's like 300 or just under 300. And he's going to have a lot of loose skin. Right now, he would be at his goal weight if it wasn't from all the loose skin, and it's causing him a lot of problems. And I get it. I understand what he's saying, what he felt. I felt all that. He talked about you at dinner. Oh my goodness. He is very inspired by you. Aw. But I cried. Oh my God, I cried. I just released a video, and on that video, I think I showed it inside too. There's a picture of me looking up at the screen crying. That was because Bill was on the screen talking about what it was like, and he had to excuse himself because he started crying. Unless you've been there, and a lot of people, yeah, they're obese and they can still get around. But when you can't get around anymore, it's hard. Brandy caught the tear running down your cheek, Barb. Yeah, she took a picture of it. I didn't know about it until after the movie. Yeah, we all drafted Jerry. Brandy needs a raise if she's going to be your roadie. Yeah, I told Carrie, I said, well, we both talked about how we're going to be seeing each other again in September. And I said, yeah, my daughter Brandy's going to be there too. And he looked at her and said to her, and you'll be coming as a carnivore, won't you? So I'm curious on how that will work out. Maggie is something. Now who is Maggie? Is that Jeff's wife? Now, did anyone see the member video today of Carrie Mann, Homestead House member video today? I think Aaron was there. I think Aaron watched it. But he said something that was pretty awesome to me. And to everybody. He said it to everybody. I mean, all this stuff really, I hear it and stuff like that, but I don't see it for myself. It's like I'm just a 65-year-old woman. I'm just a grandma that's on the carnivore journey trying to get healthy. And I feel like if I didn't need all of you to heal and continue on, I wouldn't be here. So to me, it's like, how could I not be here? I have to be here. It's part of my healing, you know? You know what I'm saying? So having people say, "Oh, great job," you know, you inspire me because da da da. It's like, oh, Maggie, yeah, yeah, yeah. Now I know who you mean. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Can you imagine being 83 years old and being like how she was? That just doesn't happen. can't help it. Good Lord. Here we go. Barb, I don't want to cry 2 nights in a row. My eyelids get so puffy. I know it. I can't breathe through my nose because every time I cry, I don't know why, but my nose gets blocked up and I can't breathe, and it takes hours for it to stop. I cry constantly when I think of Bill and Carrie, and I don't know why. It's so weird, but I'm now laughing with tears and mucus shit. Oh my God. Ah, no, I'm all snotty. Well, I am stunned that Carrie feels that way about. But anyways, what he was saying on the videotape, the membership video, and correct me if I'm wrong, Aaron, because I'm pretty much sure you was there. I don't know who else was there, but he was saying that I was like a movie star or a superstar or something, and that of all, I can't remember how we worded it, something like of all the people in Hollywood, and he named all these different names of people like Tom Hanks and stuff like that. He would still rather just, CB or something. I can't remember how we worded it. He, but, it makes me feel good. Yes, he said that. Yeah, I was like, oh my God. Makey, Makey was the old farm caring for a 50 pound. Yes, Maggie, yes. Yes, 20, each one of those containers weighed 24 something pounds. And she carried two of them. So that's 50 buckets. But then she had another 50 buckets. Wasn't it? Yeah, it was 24 pounds per bucket. She carried two buckets on one hand and two of the buckets. So that's two 50-pound buckets, right? That's what I was thinking. They were those 5 gallon, 5 gallon, I think they're 5 gallon containers, and they were full of food. We shouldn't be doing too much talking. We're going to be telling everything. And another thing that got to me too was Lynn's story. I cried during Lynn's story too. And of course, I cried when it came down to Jeff's story. I won't see the movie until Impact in September. Yeah, I'll be seeing it again. Bring tissues. Matter what, bring tissues. Plan on bringing a box. You cried too? I cried like a baby. Oh, Yeah, I get to watch it again in September. Whew. She got super quiet. Super quiet. Carrie has a sort of turned carnivore into a spiritual experience for all those who were actually dying before they tried it. It's a resurrection diet for many. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, and in a lot of ways, it's almost like a spiritual experience for sure. People like you, Grandma, Larry, Casey, Amy, Hope, Andy, Cindy, Jerry, Paula, are all so many and so many others that I've watched that inspire me to keep going one day at a time. Yeah, yeah, especially the ones that don't sugarcoat it, because dealing, I'm just going to give an example, like dealing with the addiction of eating, like, say, chips every night at 10 o'clock. Every night at 10 o'clock, I would go out to the kitchen and get a bag of chips. And I would say, all right, I'm not going to buy any chips anymore. But I still went out and bought chips. I would make my daughter get me some, or I'd do have someone bring me chips. You know, um, you can't sugarcoat that. You just can't sugarcoat it. And for anyone that just shrugs it off, like, yeah, you just don't eat chips. No, you go through a lot of anguish. I can't really explain what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I really like when you go to a heart surgeon, well, a heart doctor, because you've been told that your blood pressure is out of control, and you go in to see him. He doesn't even listen to your heart. He just looks at you. He doesn't even touch you. He doesn't listen to your heart. He doesn't even take your blood pressure. None of that, and just says you need to lose weight, and just leaves. Gives you a lecture on losing weight and leaves. And I had to pay for that horrible thing. Now, he didn't I'm paying him money to treat me. He didn't treat me. He didn't tell me how to lose weight. What's the appropriate way to lose weight? Just lose weight. Yeah, you got this. Just do it. It's not that easy. Doctors like that, I have no respect for. It's like, really? You don't think I know I need to lose weight? I had to come and pay you a few $100 to tell me that I need to lose weight, and you give me a lecture and you walk out the door. You don't think I know that? You don't think I know that? Hell, I could pay Terry a couple of $100 for her to give me that lecture on how I should lose weight. So it's orange. Yes, it is orange. Yeah. Nah, 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 nah. Ah, I'll have to wait ages to see it. Your walk post for today just now came on. What the hell? I know. It was stuck. It was just stuck and it just suddenly decided to pop. I'm telling you, the internet is being weird. It's just me walking and talking about different things. There's a definite trend in eating your meal early in the day. It seems to be way simpler than the ad made 3 meals and in between snacks bullshit. So easy and cheap to eat one meal, but ads make us think that's wrong. I thought you didn't walk today because of last night's adventure, but now it's up. It will become part of my sleep. Listen tonight. I'm about to hit the sack. Uh, yeah, it's been my internet. It took about 4 hours for it to upload, if not longer. It's that this internet crap is starting to drive me nuts. I'm definitely going to be looking into something new. My daughter doesn't have any problem at all using. She has some company. I'm going to try to connect to it. I'm like so done. Yeah, that's pretty much Maria what the doctor said. I got ran over once and went to the emergency room. They only did a CAT scan, so I had to find a doctor because the swelling wasn't going down. The doctor came in, just looked at me in disgust and said you need to lose weight and walked out. I still have issues with my leg. Yeah, aren't the doctors so nice? And then we're told we need to go see a doctor. It's like, why? So we can be abused, mentally abused by a doctor with bad bedside manner? No, thank you. I'll just assume not go to the doctor, thank you. The internet is pretty haywire lately everywhere, Barb. I think it's having to get accustomed to the AI stuff. It's really slowed down things. 6G is probably in the making. I don't even. I have 5G. I don't even have 5G yet. Yeah. Solar flares are part of the magnetism thing people are trying to lasso right now. Could be having some issues with the solar flare. Isn't there a full moon tonight, or was that last night? I can't remember. It's full enough moon tonight, Barb. Baby, the magnetism does affect us. I guess it was last night. Everybody's quiet. The numbers are counting down. People are leaving. People are getting tired. Yeah, I'm tired too myself tonight. Whew, my eyes burning. Something unhinged. There you go, Terry. Just wondering. I don't see any questions. Or do I have a bad cell phone? Let me. Wait a minute. Top chat. Let me look up live chat. Oh, my live chat hasn't been on. Let's see. No, Jerry, I'm not seeing anything for quite a while. The last one I see is Maggie was an old farmer carrying 50-pound buckets. I'm seeing if there's anything after that. Checking again. No, I don't know, Jerry. No, you have not been asking any questions. Sorry. Sweetie Pie, hello. Hello, hello. That's weird. I'm already home. But I was wondering and of course worrying about Menoa with that scam bill business. She had to pay. I know she got to the bank and she's got a new card. Erin is our modern day young Maggie. Yeah, it's the cell towers, especially in the middle of the forest. Yeah. And I'm not even sure if Mena was still in the chat. I haven't seen her. But she goes to bed about now. I will see if I can contact Menoa on her private message. Okay. Yeah, same here too. I gotta check, see if I can get on my, because I haven't been able to get on my regular internet tonight. So I'm gonna be trying again, guys. Sorry about that. I still don't have internet on my regular internet, so I'm still on my hotspot. Ah, I just checked private messages through our phones, and Menoa did not reply, so she may have gone to bed already. Terry says, I'm sure we are all going to get global phones in the near future in order to buy and sell the rest of our shenanigans before it's all said and done. Maria says, I like your screen. One of my youngest daughter's nickname is Sweetie Pie. Sweetie Pie says, Barb, I just saw your walking video for today. I heard your story. I'm so proud of you, girl. Happy to have found you. You are an inspiration to me. Well, thank you. Yeah, yeah, they've replaced it. When I get off here, I'm going to have to have them reset from the office and say, we, as bad as our internet is all the time, you would think that they would lower the prices because if I can't use it for 24 hours every day and it's 20 hours a day, then shouldn't I get a discount? Yeah, I do that. I did it tonight when I was having problems at 8 o'clock to try to come online. It's just not coming back online. And it really makes me mad because if I use my whole hotspot, because it only gives me like 10 hours, like every 2 weeks or something. And if I use it all, then I'm done for the month. But it's always come back up after a short while. So this is starting to irritate me now. It's like, okay, what's going on? But I know what's going to happen if I call them. They're going to do a reset and the chat will be over. So I got to wait. And that really irritates me because that means how many hours? So far, I've been on 3 hours on my hotspot. I don't know how to check. I can't. I can't do that on cell phone usage. That's for darn sure. Outage, spectrum in my area. Equipment check. Look at your modem. Yeah, it's telling me to look at my modem. And there's nothing online that tells you have to call your support person. Have you checked to see if there's a, that's what I'm trying to do now. Well, doesn't say I owe anything, so it's not shut off. I'm afraid if I do this, I'm going to lose connection. They're rebooting, guys. I'm going to get shut off. I knew it. I knew if I went in and said I'm having trouble with my internet. Oh, wait a minute. I am on my hotspot. It's not going to affect me, is it? I was going to say I'm going to get disconnected, guys, if I'm not already. They're rebooting the system. We'll see if it really comes back up. Barb, have you always done OMAD on carnivore? Not always. I can see and hear you. Okay. It really depends. Some days it's only OMAD because I'm not hungry. When I am doing my, well, not even then. No, it all comes down to if I'm hungry or not. There's some days I am what they call, I love to feel stuffed. I like to feel full. I'm an overeater. And carnivore has helped me change that. So for the most part, I only eat one meal a day, sometimes two, but the second one might just be like a snack. Like maybe it might be a hard boiled egg cut in half with some butter on it, or it might be a couple of little pieces, like a pinch of pork rinds or something. I might make some egg salad and do that. But for the most part, I am OMAD once in a great while, and I don't know, I haven't figured out why sometimes, but I just can't, I'm constantly hungry. So I just keep eating beef, eating hamburger or eating eggs. I just feel like I need to eat, eat, eat. It's not every day. It's like maybe once a month. And I always say, well, if I wasn't in menopause, deep into menopause, because I haven't had, my monthly in like 5 years, I would almost think I was having my period, you know, because I would do things like that when I was on my period. I'm heading to bed, Terry says. Well, good night. But I've been doing OMAD probably for many years, but I never really took it serious. On average, I'm going to say it's too mad, but I try to now have it so I have a long window, like the sooner I eat when I wake up in the morning, the better I am because I stay up late and then I go to bed. So I usually eat like 1 o'clock, but I'm getting up at like 11:30, 12 o'clock in the morning. So for me to eat at 1, 2 o'clock, would be like someone, getting up at 6 in the morning after, going to bed. So I like trying to stretch it over 18, 20 hours a day, if not even 23 hours a day. So it is what it is. But I know my numbers, my ketone numbers are off. I can tell. So I got to get back into the swing of things, do some fasting. So tomorrow I'm planning on. I've already cooked my hard boiled eggs. I'm starting my egg fast for a few days. Guys, I'll be right back. They want me to manually shut down my. All right, up, up, up. They're saying they can't shut down my modem. I'll be right back. Well, that's very strange. My granddaughter's saying she's got the internet. Oh, Poopy's here. How is everyone this wonderful morning, evening? Hi, Poopy. Tired. Hey, Alex. Good time to pop in. What were you doing when you lost most of your weight? When you ate more meat or when you ate less? I ate less. It had to do with the window. Um, the window. I lost the best weight if when I wake up in the morning, I check my glucose, my ketones. I can eat after I check all that, like an hour or two after, and then I eat, and then I don't eat again until the next time. So it's more like an OMAD. Now, when I do that, my ketones are better, and I lose the best weight for me. Other people have tested it and they found the same thing. It all comes down to that window. You want you want at least, I'm going to say 10 to 16 hours before you go to bed to not eat. I usually go about 14 hours. I eat, then 14 hours later I go to bed, then I sleep for my 6 to 8 hours. And for me, that works. I want to join a special. I want to join with a special guest. Join what? When Good morning world. It was special to talk to Ashley yesterday. Hold on, guys. Hold on. In the middle of doing. Hold on, just 1 minute. I gotta check see if I got internet. I hope. I hope. See you guys tomorrow night. Bed is calling my name. Good night, Manoa. I'm back. Yay. Yeah, just the internet freezes. Dang thing. Telling you, the internet sucks. So, hello, Poopy. Sorry. Sorry about having a rough night with the internet. And Spanky's here. Hey, Spanky. Popping in to say hi. Hope all is well. What's up tonight? Not much. Anyhow, hope everyone sleeps well. Take care and be safe. You too, You too, Spanky. I screenshot you. Yeah, frozen bit. I'll send it in Messenger. What was I doing? Something cross-eyed or something? I screenshot you. You're crazy. You're crazy. Why is there? I've got more action. Delete. So how you doing, Poopy? I don't know if I'm still frozen or what. I'm like, am I even being seen? I don't know. I really dislike nights like this when I don't know. Continue where you left off. Yeah, I don't know if you guys see me or not. Good, how are you? Oh, good, he does see me. Yes, I can see and hear you. Okay. Well, when the chat doesn't move, I don't, especially if I'm having internet problems, it doesn't move, and I'm like, is anybody there? Anyone see me? I don't know. Am I wasting my time? Do I have to go back and try to play around with my internet buttons again? It's like, I don't know what to do. Help me. Say something. Want me to pop on? You can't because I'm not connected to the internet. I mean, I'm not connected to my server. I have to log out and bring up another server, and I'm only going to be here for about a half hour, but I want to see you. It's just that I don't know if my internet's going to even hold on to allow me to get back on. Yeah, right now a lot of people would be coming back. You and I can chat on Discord or something after if you want. Who's your who? What's? Didn't you say something about you had a special guest or something? Anyway, it's me, Wentworth. Oh, I was going to pop on. Oh, yeah, I'm not on. Yeah, I'm not on the stream yard. I'm on the. I'm on. I'm actually on YouTube, and they don't allow you to have guests. But I would have loved to have. Sorry, Grandma, I was making water for the babies. How many babies do you got? Well, tell Wentworth, hello. Hello, Wentworth. Hello, hello. Oh, a lot. Oh, I thought I saw George in here at one point, but he must have left. Ah, okay. So Jerry left. See, everyone's leaving. I've been up since 4:15. All right. I give everybody fresh water in the morning, but it's been extra hot today. Yeah, I am so tired. I'm probably going to go to bed early too. I can barely keep my eyes open. I think it's from all the crying from everything lately. Barbara, I got the granny log cabin figured out. I'll send you a picture once I get this color done. All right. Sounds like a plan. I break through, Debbie. Which log cabin? Not the one that we were looking at, or a different one? It's a granny log cabin by Fiber Spider. You thirsty? Which one are you going by? The the multiple squares, the one 2 years ago? I'll send it to you in a moment. Okay. Oh, I'm so tired. Oh, tomorrow night, Poopy. Sorry, tonight I'm just way too tired to do all that. I've had a long day, and didn't get hardly. I got like 4 hours sleep last night after my big um, night last night. So I haven't slept very well. Same. We are waiting for our Uber Eats. Oh, what are you getting? Moment by versus minute. Go to bed part. I sent you a video. Okay. I'm going to look at it, and I'll probably make one of my squares if it's the one I think it is. Wawa. Oh, okay. Ugh, damn. Please help me. Yeah. You know what? I just gotta go, guys. I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time keeping my eyes open, and I really don't want to fall asleep and turn into a Jen. I am just so tired. Yeah, it'll do me some good getting to bed early. See you all tomorrow night, guys. Sorry I'm going to bed early. I'm just so tired. Okay, thanks, Debbie. So here goes, guys. Three, two, one. Beep.